Have you ever heard of a train that doesn't appear on any schedule? A train that glides through the darkness, carrying whispers of the unknown. Tonight, we uncover the legend of the train that arrives from nowhere. So grab a blanket, turn off the lights, and prepare for a chilling journey into the unexplained. Act 1. The origin of the train. Our story begins in the late 19th century, in a quiet little town surrounded by dense woods and endless railway tracks. The townsfolk often spoke of a mysterious train that would appear out of nowhere, its whistle piercing the night like a cry from another world. But what made this train so terrifying wasn't just its sudden appearance. It was the fact that no one ever saw where it came from or where it went. The first recorded sighting was by a station master named Harold. One foggy evening, he heard the unmistakable sound of a train pulling into the station. But when he stepped outside to greet the passengers, the platform was empty. The train was there, silent and gleaming, but not a single soul boarded or disembarked. Then, just as mysteriously, it vanished, leaving behind nothing but a faint, eerie glow on the tracks. Act 2. The Encounters. Over the decades, countless stories emerged, each encounter more chilling than the last. There was the story of Edward, a young boy who claimed he saw the train on his way home. He described it as a train from the future, with carriages glowing faintly blue. But when he tried to follow it, he found himself lost in the woods for 3 days, even though he swore he never left the tracks. Then there was the tale of an elderly couple who boarded the train out of curiosity. They said the interior was unlike anything they'd ever seen. Endless rows of empty seats, each one shrouded in shadow. The moment they sat down, they felt a chill run through their bodies, as if the train itself was feeding on their fear. When they finally managed to stumble off, they found themselves in a completely different town, with no memory of how they got there. Act 3. The Investigations. In the 1990s, a team of paranormal investigators decided to get to the bottom of the mystery. They camped near the tracks for 3 nights, armed with state-of-the-art equipment. On the 3rd night, their cameras captured something truly chilling, a train pulling into the station, but moving in complete silence. The footage showed shadowy figures in the windows, but when the investigators approached, the train dissolved into thin air. One of the investigators, Sarah, claimed she heard whispers in the air, voices calling her name. She later found a ticket stub in her pocket, dated 1897, the year of the first reported sighting. Act 4. Theories and Legends. So, what is this train? Some believe it's a ghost train, carrying the souls of those who died on the tracks. Others think it's a portal to another dimension, a place where time and space don't exist as we know them. And then there's the theory that the train is a living entity, feeding on the curiosity and fear of those who encounter it. One of the most chilling legends comes from a small town miles away from the original sightings. It's said that if you see the train, you must never step aboard. Those who do are never seen again, their faces appearing later in the misty windows of the train. Act 5. The Final Encounter. The most recent story comes from a young woman named Emily. She was walking home late one night when she heard the faint whistle of a train. Curious but cautious, she followed the sound to an old, unused railway track. There it was, the train that arrives from nowhere, its carriages glowing softly in the moonlight. Emily felt an overwhelming urge to step aboard, but as she reached for the handle, she saw her reflection in the train's window. Except it wasn't her. It was a pale, hollow-eyed version of herself, silently mouthing the words, "Don't." Terrified, she stumbled back, and the train vanished before her eyes. To this day, Emily says she still hears the whistle in her dreams. The train that arrives from nowhere remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries. Is it a ghostly apparition, a portal to another world, or something far more sinister? Perhaps we'll never know. But the next time you hear the whistle of a train in the dead of night, remember, not all journeys are meant to be taken. Thank you for joining us on this chilling adventure. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more stories that will keep you awake at night. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.